Welcome to City Snippet. Today we're going to visit Little Island. Little Island opened the 21st of May 2021, and I visited the morning they opened. This is the site of the old Pier 54, where survivors of the Titanic disembarked from the RMS Carpathia in 1912. Before Pier 54 was torn down, it had also been a music venue for concerts, and I attended a few concerts there. But I've been running along the Hudson River for more than a decade, and I've watched Little Island get built from the beginning. Little Island is both a public park and a performance space. It was designed by Thomas Heatherwick Studio. And I love these benches, by the way, the kind of organic shape of them. But this amphitheater, it has 687 seat capacity and will have music concerts and other performances, ballet, and the calendar is just getting filled up, I think, online right now. According to the Heatherwick Studio website, 280 of these tulip-shaped piles rise out of the Hudson River with an undulating topography. There are two walkways to access Little Island, and if you look at it from overhead, it looks like a diamond shape with the amphitheater in the top left section, and in the central area, the main plaza, where there's seating for eating and little food kiosks. And then if you are in the far west or the far left corner, that's the southwest overlook. And if you look south from that area, you see this view, which is the World Trade Center sort of area. A lot of people were up there to see the view, but honestly, looking around other than that south view is also nice, looking at the overall panorama of the area. I was so excited that Little Island had finally opened after I had been running past it for so long. I covered every path, I believe, walking up and down steps, and there are also some ramp areas for people with strollers or other wheeled modes of transportation. But there are no bikes and there are no dogs allowed. I did see a dog, and you will see that dog within the video, though. There's quite a variety of plants and trees, and in this area there's also a small stage. It's called The Glade, and it's for smaller performances and for children's events. It also has a sound, sort of like an interactive sound art thing that people would step on, and it would create different tones. You can hear it in some of the videos. It was a beautiful sunny morning when I visited, and there were people already hanging out on the lawns. There's a smaller lawn, and then there's a larger lawn called the main lawn. And this is this mesmerizing piece of art. There are a couple pieces of visual art, as well as the different sound art pieces on Little Island. This woman was picking small pieces of plants off and saving them. I don't know what she was doing exactly, but I had followed her around a few times on different pathways and saw the repeated action of pulling just tiny bits of plants and saving them. In case you were wondering about the cost, Little Island was financed by Barry Diller at a total of $260 million. Whoa! And his family foundation have pledged to pay for the maintaining of Little Island for the next 20 years, which is really cool. I don't know if I would say the star of Little Island are these tulip-shaped support structures, but I would say that they capture my attention. They're elegant looking, they're a really interesting and unusual shape, and depending on where you're standing, the angle you're looking at, if you're walking underneath or looking at them from between other shapes or other structures. There's all sorts of shadows and reflections. They're just very interesting, and I took a lot of photos of them. And some people might just not be into them, and I can understand that. But for me, they are sort of the star. I said it. They are the star for me. I welcome this addition to the Hudson River Parkland area. The Hudson River area has changed quite a bit from when I moved to New York City many years ago. It's become quite developed with renovated piers and walkways and plantings, and it's a really nice area to walk or run along, especially when you're used to living in quite a packed city of buildings. Right now, Little Island will be opened from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with timed entries between noon and 8 p.m. It's quite a time frame for entry, and I definitely plan to visit it often. I imagine it will get quite crowded, though. But for now, it's time to say goodbye to Little Island. I'll be back.